Wave hi. Okay, you're turned around. Perfect. Do you see me enough? Okay. Hi, my name is Angelina Luna, and today I'm going to be talking to you about African elephants and their importance, and to just inform you a little bit about them. So, to start, African elephants are the largest land mammal known to man. They weigh about 6 tons, and they tend to herd in families, normally the man being the leader with the largest tusks. And they are incredibly intelligent and important to ecosystems. They're important because they shape ecosystems by knocking down trees or dispersing seeds and creating watering holes. They help maintain their environment and the species environments around them. And despite all that they do face various threats like habitat loss and poaching that affect their population. And so today I'm excited to talk to you guys about African elephants, their ecological importance, the threats that they face, and the efforts being made to help them. So to start with their ecological importance, African elephants are vital to ecosystems. They are known to be our keystone species, and a keystone species means other plants and animals, various species, rely on them in order to survive. And according to World Wildlife Fund, they do this by 1, knocking down trees. Elephants are known to migrate, and when they migrate, they knock down things in their path, like trees, which allows grasses to grow. And when those grasses grow, it feeds other animals like zebra or antelope. And when it comes to another thing that they do is they dig watering holes. In dry seasons, when it gets really hot, they look for water, and when there's none around, they go downwards into the ground and find tunnels and doing that they create watering holes or watering ponds for other animals, including themselves. They also do seed dispersal through their dung or feces, however you want to call it, whatever makes it sound prettier, and the seeds get dispersed into the soil, creating nutrients. And without these species, animals would die off. So certain species would die off as they need them in order to survive. And there was a video that I recently watched, and it was about wolves and in a certain habitat, and they took the wolves out to see what would happen. The deer population skyrocketed. The deers ate all the grass, and the grass was needed for other certain creatures to either eat off of or hide in. And because of that, there was no hiding spots, there was no food. A lot of animals, because of that, died off, whether being catched or having no food. And the water stream ran brown because of the dirt that they caused. And that water was also used for factories, for drinking water for humans. So it kind of shows you the chain reaction of what will happen when their population declines, as populations decline or gets removed. And that chain reaction. And despite their importance, their population is consistently decreasing. And going into my main point, or my second main point too, the threats that they face. They face so many threats, and their decrease is mainly because of human activity. According to U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, there are about only 415,000 elephants left, compared to the millions that there once were. Things like poaching, which is when they cut off their ivory tusks and sell them illegally. Poachers they target the older male, which is normally the herd leader because they have the bigger tusks, and when they cut off that, there's a herd imbalance, leaving the little ones to fend for themselves and to not be taught anything, and because of that, they end up dying off. Another issue is habitat loss. When humans invade their habitat to build apartments, roads, whatever, gas stations, whichever you want to think of it as, elephants are still going to travel their long distances that they're used to, and because of that, they invade now human areas, and that causes damages like crops. It causes damages to crops, property, and sometimes even humans and elephants themselves. And all of these collectively contribute to the population decline. But thankfully, there are efforts being made to fix that and to protect them. So, moving on to what is being done. There are many things being done as to help protect them. One of them is conservation governments and organizations reduce poaching and preserve habitats. And some countries even have created special areas so these African elephants can migrate and live safely. And according to World Wildlife Fund, there are anti-poaching patrol, there are certain protected areas, and they have areas with a monitoring system to help. And there are conservationists that have something called a wildlife corridors, and this means that they have their habitats and they have connections to different habitats so they can migrate and travel safely without the fear of being hurt by poachers, or that invaded by humans. Another way to protect that is being helped is new technologies like GPS, cameras, and drones to help stop poachers a lot quickly and sooner. And my magnet that I brought as a display of San Diego Zoo with among other animals, but mainly an elephant on it. This is a great representation, as it I got this about 3 years ago when I went to San Diego Zoo with my family, and it helped a lot. This was a great demonstration because I was able to learn that San Diego Zoo is also making an effort to help African elephants, as their exhibit is not just an exhibit to look at pretty elephants. They are helping in the reproduction and rehabilitating of certain elephants, so the population doesn't continue to decline but helps increase it, which is great. Despite all of the efforts being made, there's still a rapid decline and still poachers out there, and still habitat loss due to humans affecting where they live, unfortunately. And to kind of wrap this up, based off everything I've said with the ecological importance, the threats that they face, and the efforts being made, it's important to understand that they're not just incredible and pretty to look at. They're essential for ecosystems and in certain environments. And understanding what the role that they play in the environments will help you understand the importance to save them and the importance to understand what they do. And without them, ecosystems would change, and certain species would die off because they need them. They're keystone species. They're vital. And the final thought I want to leave with you is that African elephants are essential to sustain the balance in nature. Thank you. Okay, turn this around. Okay, everybody clap.